Right, we are here at the 2024 Toyota Tamworth Country Music Festival, and joining me on the Lounges Plus Live Lounge today is a Golden Guitar winning act. Their debut album entered the ARIA Australian Country Music Charts at #1, with their first 6 singles peaking within the top 5 of Australia's country radio charts. I'm of course talking about Darlinghurst. Pagan and Cassie, how are you?
You're really
Awesome.
good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great, thank you. You've literally just dropped a new single, Unapologetic, and I love it, by the way. It's so cool. Tell me about this song and how it's different from your other music.
Well, I think this song, we're sort of rebranding ourselves, sort of.
Yes.
So we wanted it to go into the way that our direction to be. So this will be the start of where we want Darlinghurst to now go.
Okay, yeah, so a bit of a change in sound, a bit of a change in your group. You're a duo now, so tell me about this change and what we can expect from here on out.
I'm just swallowing the minty that I was eating.
We've got snacks here.
It wasn't the right time for her to have it.
Bad choice. And my teeth, my God. Anyway, so... So with the new direction, it's obviously the two of us now, but
yeah.
I think for Pegs and I, we feel like it's just gone probably back to where it was, because we've been playing with each other for over 15 years now, and probably a good 8 of those was just the two of us. So I feel like we've kind of just gone back to what it was
Full
originally.
circle.
Yeah. And you know, there's no animosity, nothing like that. It's just, I think I've said it a million times, but it's quite grueling. You guys would know, even with doing your all this stuff. It's just constant the whole time that you're away.
Non-stop.
There's interviews, there's, playing, there's, going out, there's meeting people, all that sort of stuff. So it's quite tiring, and it does take its toll on you. But for some reason, we just seem to love it, and we don't want to ever not be out on the road playing and performing live. So we know that that's pretty much where it's at with music these days. It's not just about getting radio play and getting your albums out there. You've got to be in front of the crowd. You've got to be out talking to them, because they love it. And the more you give to them, I reckon you get tenfold back. So you have to be in front of the crowds.
I think it helps too that we don't mind a good talk.
Who doesn't sing? So,
Yeah, perfect.
So would you say you have a bit of a shared vision, like you work so well together?
100%.
Yeah, we've got this kind of unknowing thing, even when we sing vocally, that we just know where each other's going to go. Like, even if I decide to change my mind, Pegs knows that I'm going there without me even having to blink an eyelid or give her a wink or anything like that. So I feel like just, it, without even speaking it, we know exactly what we want, and we always kind of have, and that's really been led purely by the way we sing together. It kind of, it sort of became its own story, really, when we started doing more country and singing covers, and we were just like, this actually works. Yeah, this works. So I think it's kind of unfolded. If anything, what was fantastic about the four of us was it sort of showed Pegs and I a different way to write, a different attack to a song, because originally we worked with other projects and done completely different things and worked in a different way. So it's been an amazing experience to watch all of that unfold. But now we can kind of go, ooh, particularly with Unapologetic, we had a real opportunity to have a big input in the creativity, and also the freedom to do what we naturally would generally go to as a duo. So I think that's why the sound is slightly different, and even though it's not like we've deliberately done it, it's just natural, isn't it?
100%. I think, and it's bizarre that we naturally just sit and harmonise. Like, we don't really sometimes talk about it. We just go, and then it's like, oh, lucky that worked.
Well, let's keep that in. Yeah. So you're so connected. How did you meet? How did this happen?
Music.
Yeah. So we were both in the same tribute band together.
Okay.
We, went around Australia doing 70s and 80s ABBA.
Oh, nice.
What else we did? Dream Girls. Roxette. Women of Country. We've done
Beach Boys.
Oh, we did Beach Boys, and we were Cocoa and Nuts. Yeah, that was fun.
Goodness
Yeah, I
gracious.
started doing meatloaf. It was just we've done so many ridiculous things.
Oh, but like such amazing opportunities, because that's what took us around Australia. And I always wanted to travel around Australia, but I always thought I'd do that last. And music took us to every main state, and we did a big stint in the territory. So we were up there for nearly 6 weeks, weren't
Got
we?
to go to remote communities. And
Yeah, it was
It was
amazing.
just the most amazing experience.
Yeah, so great fun.
What a way to see the country.
And we knew we
know.
could tour with each other because we were just constantly sharing rooms. So
Yeah.
That is important.
It is
If
important.
you can live together, you can work together. Right?
100%. And we pretty much live out of each other's pockets, even though now we don't live that close to each other. Like, you know each other enough that if you need a break, you'll be like,
yeah, go on.
Yeah, it's like those friends that you don't talk to for a few months, but then as soon as you see them, it's like nothing, no time has passed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've always sort of said, I think a few people have said, oh, you two are best friends. And I'm like, no, we're not. And they'd be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
She
And I'd be
is
like,
brutal.
I'm like, no, we're more like sisters, because, you know, we've got a connection where we do have our arguments and things, but it's exactly like a family would be. It's like, well, I might be able to say it, but I'll tell you what, if you step up and say it, I'm going to knock you out.
Absolutely.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we'll like yell at each other and like hug it out and then like, okay, bedtime.
yeah. Wake up in the morning, everyone else around us
He's
is
like, oh, are they all right? We're like,
Yeah,
hey, high five,
we're
bitch.
fine. You allowed to say that?
I don't know, I just did.
No, it's done.
All
It's
right.
fine. It's fine. We're moving on. So,
bleep
would
it
you
out.
say that your musical journeys or careers up until the point that you started working together, was that quite similar then? And would you like contribute your connection to that, or?
Oh, look, the connection of us being young kids and singing and performing and doing that, absolutely. I'm 10 years older than Paige, so I've been doing it obviously longer, but she started at a similar age to me, which would have been 7 or 8, so we were both really young doing it. This was what we dreamt of, and I guess both of us at some point before we came together, we were always the only women in our bands. Like, we were always just the
Hence
girl.
my potty mouth.
Well, I didn't catch on, so
Wow. I was just led astray very early.
Opposites attract, right?
Yeah, 100%.
but yeah, so I think that, you know, that just that common denominator is that we love singing, we love music, and if anything, it's probably where we feel the most comfortable is when we're on stage performing. So as much as we love the background of putting songs together in the studio time, we can't wait to kind of get out on stage. So that's the part that I feel would be like a missing limb if we didn't get to perform. I couldn't just sit in a studio and just write. I have to take that and then perform it. And whether it's we're writing it or we're doing a tribute act, I'd much prefer to be on stage performing than sitting behind the scenes. Yeah,
We've always been in that position where, like, I think the both of us feel like there's something, you know, special and something different when you're on the stage.
Yeah.
And like, as soon as you get on there and and I know that Cassie's next to me, I'm like, oh, let's do this. Like, it just feels like that's where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
But we did come from different genres though.
yeah, completely.
Cassie's more pop rock, and I came from like an R&B soul sort of.
Nice.
So that now that we come and do country together, because we love the harmonies and the stories and that kind of stuff, I think we bring little elements of what we had done in the past together.
Yeah, that's such a unique mix. I guess
Yeah.
that's why you have such a cool sound. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Thank
alright.
you.
So what's next then? Speaking of your sound, what's coming up? What's happening?
We're going to spend a lot of this year writing and trying to put together the basis of a second album. We also want to be on the road as much as possible and just perform as much as possible and sort of, see as much of this country again as we possibly can.
We just want a career, so, you know, it doesn't need to be millions of dollars or anything like that. I'm not saying I'd argue if that happened, but
Hey, why not?
but I think
Speak for yourself.
we just want a career, you know. We just want a career. If we can get sort of a base wage from doing this, we'd be quite happy. We work
To give up our other jobs.
yeah, well, we do. We every time we're performing, like, we're obviously not at work now. We're here, but we generally will get home on a Sunday and go back to work straight away on a Monday. So we just continue to just keep going. So we want to build it so that we can have a career, pay all our musos what they deserve, pay ourselves a wage, and just keep going. You know, and hopefully along the way, you know, make more music and connect with people that are loving it so far. So it's a pretty humble approach, but we're mad, so it might
Oh,
work.
and we love what we do, so I think that means more to us than anything else that it brings.
Yeah, I don't know if I could ever give it up. That's the part that's probably annoying my family.
It definitely annoys mine.
Right, where can we see you around the festival?
So today we're playing at Moonshiners at 12 p.m.
Yes, awesome.
and then we are at Shopping Town tomorrow at 10:30, and then Fan Zone at 12:10, JB Hi-Fi at 2:15, and then on Thursday we're doing Rebel and Raw Showcase at 4:30 at the Press, and Saturday we're doing the Toyota Park Country Rocks the Park.
Yeah, right. So when you say you love performing, you're not kidding.
No.
You're like, get them all in there.
Yeah. We'll just put as much as possible in this week as we
Well,
can.
last year we were up here for a similar time and we only did really one show, and I was just like, we're here. We should have just kept performing. So we're wrapped this year that we're doing more.
And there's so many opportunities, right? So why not?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, I have possibly the most important question for you that we're asking everyone. You'll probably be able to tell from the signatures that we've got on here.
Oh, right.
So, pretend I'm like a toilet roll holder.
Okay.
Would you hang your toilet roll like this?
Oh, right.
Oh.
Like this.
No,
No,
I'm
the other way.
around.
This way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank God. Okay. Just saying, because I would have judged you the other
Yeah.
way.
No, I'm glad.
Can you please sign?
Of
Yes,
course.
as long as you're not going
Special
to use
famous
it
toilet
because...
roll. No, oh my, no.
You know.
Could you imagine if that was why?
Like, oh my God.
She's like,
We had some
I've only got the
military
people that I don't really like to sign it.
That's right.
This is actually not the first time we've signed a toilet roll.
No, it is
You're
not.
kidding.
No, we
No.
had someone at Gympie Muster the first year.
The
we
first
played.
time she's like, I've got nothing else but toilet paper.
We're
And
like,
I was like, yeah.
No
That's
way.
fine.
That is a first.
It is.
No one else has said that. It's a unique experience.
Well,
We attract
we have
it.
lots of unique experiences.
We actually broke down on the way here, 30 minutes from here.
From here, we
ran out of
didn't make
petrol.
it, and we had to sleep out the front of the
petrol
BP in our car.
Who says performing's not glamorous, right?
You know what?
exactly- oh, well, we
but
just
lucky
laugh.
we
I was
just
just
like
like, oh.
absolutely laughed. But then I couldn't sleep because we'd been listening to like murder podcasts, and I was like, sitting
That's
there,
always how it starts.
Cassie's having a sleep, and I'm like, there's a cat, there's another cat.
Smallest noise or like a breeze, and you're like,
Yeah.
they found me. Yeah.
I was just like, go to sleep. We can't go anywhere anyway.
I was like, I will not.
Well, thank you so much for coming in and joining me on the Lounges Plus Live.
Oh,
Lounge.
No,
love to
thanks
be
for
here. It's
having
amazing.
us.
Thank you.
Thanks.